actually change your body in just 6 months? If you do a lot of research online, a lot of people have been successful with a 6-month transformation journey, including myself. So the simple answer is yes, girl. Yes, you can. But the real question I got here is, can you change your body type in 6 months? We're currently putting this to the test and doing an experiment because, to be honest, girl, I'm getting tired of my fitness routine. It's just boring for me now. I've hit plateau. I'm just too comfortable there. I'm seeking a change. I want to do something different and get uncomfortable again and definitely test my discipline again. One thing I regret doing, girl, in my fat loss journey is that I did not document the journey. I didn't document the journey. I shared with you guys how I got there, my results, my progress pictures, all that good stuff, but I never shared the little things I did daily in order to get to that bigger goal. And that's what I'm gonna be doing this time around. Welcome back to episode 2 of my updated fitness routine, where I'm gonna be sharing with you guys everything I'm doing to transform my body in the next 6 months to get to my new goals. Now, in order to get to my new goal, I need to have a plan that I'm dedicating daily to accomplish smaller goals in order to get to that bigger goal. And that means I need to be focusing on 2 things, which is my training and my nutrition. When it comes to my nutrition, I need to be focusing on my protein because I'm trying to put on more muscle and gain some weight. So I actually need to be on top of my protein and be tracking my protein daily. When it comes to my training, I need to change my training style because I'm no longer seeking to maintain the body that I have. I need to shock my body in order for it to change with me. So I need to change my workouts and the way I'm training. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys throughout this whole entire journey. If you didn't know, we do have different glute shapes and body types. I do cover that in episode 1, so definitely go watch that to fill yourself in on that if you haven't. But you guys already know I'm an inverted triangles. That means that my shoulders are broader than my whole entire body, and it just takes up my whole entire body. My goal is to make my body more proportional. So today we're going to be talking all about glutes. I'm not going to get into my glute workout. That's going to be for a different episode. But today we're going to be talking about glute activation because it's important to know the glute activation in order to know what muscles you are trying to target. So we do have 3 glute muscles. We do have the glute max, the glute medius, and the glute minimus. The glute max, you would be focusing on compound workouts like hip thrusts, RDLs, Bulgarian split squats, lunges, step ups, all that good stuff. For the glute medius, you'd be focusing on glute medius kickbacks, clamshells. For the glute minimus, you'd be focusing on workouts that allow your hips to adduct. So any hip abduction workout. It's important to know this because if you have hip dips like me, and I do want to make a quick disclaimer, you cannot get rid of your hip dips. Hip dips are a part of your bone anatomy. It's a part of your body, part of your genetics, so you can't get rid of them. But what you can do is grow muscle around them. That's why it's important to know the 3 different glute muscles in order to know what muscles you are trying to target to give yourself an illusion of a rounder glute. So for me personally, I would avoid doing any workouts that target my glute medius because what happens when you target your glute medius when you do have hip dips is that you're growing your upper glute. And when you're growing your upper glute, it allows your hip dips to be more prominent. So you would avoid glute medius workouts at all costs. And you only focus on the glute max and the glute minimus. And this has been my main focus. So what I do is I do have 2 glute workouts, but I do have one day where I just do glute activation workouts with my resistance bands, which if you do not have a resistance band, I highly suggest for you to get one because what happens is if you do these workouts without a resistance band, you're not going to feel the mind to muscle connection that you would feel if you were to add a resistance band. They're super affordable. I get them on Amazon and they're just so good for doing glute activations. So I take a separate day to do a glute activation workout for that smaller muscle that's super stubborn and hard to activate, and I take a day just to activate that muscle. But if you didn't have hip dips and you didn't want to grow your upper glutes, you would focus on a separate day to work out your glute medius. But if you do have hip dips like myself, you would focus on a separate day to work out your glute minimus. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. I'm going to be sharing with you guys the glute activation that has been super effective for me for helping me wake up that smaller muscle, my glute minimus, and help it stay activated. When I actually do my glute workouts throughout my day, it's easier to wake up and they're activated throughout my whole entire workout versus me not activating them at all and just jumping into glute max workouts like hip thrusts, RDLs, and all that good stuff. And I'm thinking I'm activating them, but I'm really not. I'm really just activating my glute max. So that is what's helping me target that smaller muscle that's kind of harder to wake up. And I'm just so excited to share this with you guys because this has been super effective for me. Also, I highly suggest to do one of these glute activation workouts before your actual glute workout. Before getting into my actual workout, I would do one of these workouts probably for like 30 seconds each side, and then I will jump into my actual glute workout. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys that today, and I'm also going to be sharing with you guys some glute medius workouts for my girlies that do want to grow their upper glutes, because I want all of us to win. I want all of us to be on this journey together and working towards a goal for the next 6 months. And if we stay disciplined, if we stay on top of this, I can guarantee you we will all see a change. I'm going to be doing a glute minimus side and a glute medius side, kind of like how I did my core and abs. For those of you that do want to work out your abs, and those for you that want to work out your core, you have an option. We're all in this together. We're all trying to get better together, inside and out, and win. But let's do this. I will see you guys at the gym. And again, let me know if you guys have any questions about any of this. Drop it in the comments, and you already know I got you. And if you are going to be on this journey with me, of me documenting how I'm going to be transforming my body in the next 6 months, and you want to join me, drop a heart so we can all motivate each other and all be there for each other, because I really want to see us win and succeed and get to our new goals that we're trying to accomplish. So let's get it, girl. When it comes to resistance bands, I always be using the hardest one because, girl, it's go big or go home, period. And let me tell you, the heroic be having my side glutes burning. We're going to start this workout with a comparison of the medius and the minimus. With the medius, you would focus on glute medius kickbacks, and with the minimus, you would do lying side leg raises. This is going to help a lot target your minimus and help with making your hip dips less prominent. Now, when it comes to lateral walks, it's all about your feet placement. When your feet are placed more inwards, you're going to target more of your minimus. But when your feet are placed more outwards, you're going to target more your medius. I'm telling you, this small change will make a difference on where you feel it and what your goals are. This has been my new favorite, side lunges. The way you feel it in your glute minimus is insane. The key to this is always hinge at your hips. So when you're bending down, hinge your hips first and then bend your knees to really feel it in your glute minimus. And of course, the OG, the hip abduction. This workout is super effective for targeting your glute minimus. Again, the key is your feet placement. Always place your feet inward to target that glute minimus. You'd honestly be surprised, with all these glute activations, a slower range of motion makes a big difference. It may seem like I'm not doing much, but I'm telling you, a slower range of motion is so much more effective than a larger range of motion. As I mentioned earlier in this video, another thing that's been super effective for me is picking one of these glute activations and doing it right before my glute day in order to activate my glute minimus. Now, if you're trying to target your glute medius, some other workouts that are super beneficial for you are single leg RDLs and single leg squats. Remember, this is just 10% of your results. The main results come from your nutrition and your protein intake. The last thing I do is walk. I stopped incline walking 5 times a week and I brought it down to 3 times a week, and now I just walk every day for 30 minutes. I love this, and as long as I'm hitting my 10k steps a day, that's really all that matters to me. That is a wrap for episode 2 on my updated fitness routine, where I'm going to be sharing with you guys everything I'm going to be doing to get to my new goals. I really hope this video was valuable to you and you learned something from this video. Remember, do what aligns with your goals. If you're looking to work the upper glutes, then you would work the glute medius, focus on clamshells and glute medius kickbacks. If you're working on your side glutes, like where your hip dips are, you would focus on glute minimus, which is the glute activation workouts that I mentioned. Either or, whatever you're working on, do glute activations before you actually get into your glute workout, and have a separate day for glute activations as well. On the side, you can combine it with your core day and cardio day. Just make sure you prioritize doing glute activations with resistance bands to see the results that you want to see. It is going to be uncomfortable to do something new, and I was thinking about this on the treadmill, just sharing my thoughts real quick. But I was thinking that the reason why sometimes we don't want to step into the unknown and feeling uncomfortable is because as humans, our brain is wired to always feel comfortable. We always want to know the answers, when we're going to see the progress, when we're going to see the results, when we're going to get the clarity. And the thing about the stepping into the unknown and the season of being uncomfortable is that we don't get those answers right away. We have to put in the work to start seeing those answers, to start seeing the results, to start seeing the progress and the clarity. But if you think about it, if you stay stuck not wanting to step into that season because it feels too scary, because it's very unknown and very uncomfortable, then you're never gonna get the answers. Versus just taking the leap of faith and showing up every single day for yourself, baby steps, then eventually you will see the results, you will see the progress, and you will get the clarity you want to get. So I don't know, this is just your reminder to keep pushing forward, keep showing up for yourself, do the good, do the bad days, because honestly the bad days matter more than the good days. You'd be surprised, it'd be the bad days that you don't want to go to the gym and you end up going to the gym and you be having the best workout and pump ever, more than the good days. So always push yourself and always show up for yourself no matter what. Remember, perspective in your mindset is key throughout this whole journey. So make sure that you have a good perspective and that all that matters is that you show up for yourself. Take your progress pictures. I'm going to be showing you guys everything, my measurements, my progress pictures. So definitely tag along on this journey with me. And I hope that you guys are joining me throughout this journey, because this is going to be good, girl. Like, we're going to be winning in the summer. I'm so excited. But yes, girl, I really hope that you learned something and this provided you value. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because it really helps me out a lot and I appreciate you so much if you do. And other than that, girl, I will see you next week for episode 3. I love you guys and I hope you guys have a blessed week and a blessed day. Love you. Bye.